What is happening right now, y'all? It's like you got these street gangsters and these highly reputable street niggas. At least act like a song. Everybody's shocked. No way he snitched. People like Whack 100 defend the good. No, it's not him. It was the off-duty police officer that was playing as a security guard that actually wrote the statement, and the other guy that got his watches robbed and all that. People, we read the paperwork. And there's even new paperwork going around about Gucci Man and the stolen belongings from him and all that. We're gonna actually check that clip out after we play the song. I get it. He's a Superman and gangster and the savior of the streets to some of y'all. The rest of us is just like, why are we shocked at this point? And it's not even about coming on this side of the gate and joining us civilians. It's just like, damn, we thought that some of y'all was trying to follow the code after the rumors started in January and pictures started, because everybody was quiet. We ain't hear nothing from Pooh. We ain't hear nothing from Gucci. We ain't hear nothing from that side. Behind the scenes, the authorities was 1000% being engaged, giving statements, telling details. But even still to right now, why not just play it quiet? Go about your business. Be whoever you are at this point in life. A song? They saying that he's describing the details of what went down in that studio in a song? A week after pretty much the news fully broke? Yo, this is insane. Even the producer Zaytoven gets a drop in the beginning of the song. Shout out to Zaytoven.
School up.
Yeah. At least the beat sounds hard.
Nigga, I hate to see you up. Tell the truth, you went out like a real crash diamond. And after all that, boy, you still signed to me? Wow. I'm like Birdman and nigga, this my cash money. And your fat ass flunky, he a stone cold junkie. You know I got my bread up, I always keep my head up. I thought it was.
That's Big 30, right? He's talking about Big 30 with that last line. And you still signed to me? This is an omission of what happened. 100%.
The truth, you went out like a real crash diamond. And after all that, boy, you still signed to me? Wow. I'm like Birdman and nigga, this my cash money. And your fat ass flunky, he a stone cold junkie. You know I got my bread up, I always keep my head up. I thought it was a business meeting, but it was a setup. I walk in the room, you can feel the pressure building. Niggas dap me up the whole time they plotting against me. I don't take it personal, for me it's only business. And I don't wanna conversate if it ain't about no million. Don't kill your.
He's taking the stand. He sat down. I got to triple check. I know I looked before we started this recording. Gucci Man Crash Dummy official audio. It's on his official YouTube page. 5.96 million subscribers. It's already got 210,000 views. It posted 5 hours ago. Number 6 on music trending chart. This is a real song. This is a real song. He's gonna take the stand. He's gonna take the stand. This is damn near taking the stand. He's gonna take the stand. Because people was thinking that was the last hope for Pooh Shiesty and his team because of the lack of evidence. They don't have the jewelry, the stolen items. They don't have the guns. They don't have footage inside the studio when the actual robbery was taking place. So he's just like, listen, as long as Gucci and his side, they don't take the stand, they catch all of a sudden amnesia, then Pooh and them will walk. This is taking the stand. He's going to take the stand in court, and this song is taking the stand outside of court. Oh, shit. He might as well do interviews.
Make you stronger. Don't bite the hand that feeds you. My money keep getting longer. Now these haters got amnesia. You know I gotta move tactical. Every move magical. And I'm from East Atlanta, but the diamonds come from Africa. They love you when you're broke, but they hate you when you win. And when you take a loss, it's when the haters get the grin. And it's all on you. Can't be wearing no disguises. You play stupid games, then you win stupid prizes. Some people like to take a nigga kindness for weakness. I pulled up on business, but y'all I was on some weak shit. The artist and the CEO, I wear a lot of hats. They smile in your face, then they stab you in your back. You learn from your daddy, so I guess that is hereditary. I'm that same nigga that put money on your commissary.
Yeah, took a shot at the father as well, because remember, it's the father, it's Big 30, and it's Pooh Shiesty in the room when the duffel comes in and the rifle gets drawn and the jewelry gets snatched off of him and the wedding ring and the earrings get unscrewed and the chains come off, and yeah, sign this piece of paperwork. Oh, matter of fact, that's not enough. Date the paperwork. Say that we're released on this camera. Like, it's them three in the room with him. Oh my goodness, this is wow. You know, the feds by the press Gucci like, oh no, ain't no getting out of this. We don't give a fuck about none of that Atlanta reputation. You shot somebody back in it. We don't care about none of that. The feds picked it up. When we get interested in something and we swoop in, no, like we are pressing Gucci and his team as well. You gonna stand on all that shit you told the federal agent that wrote the criminal complaint, or else y'all gonna have issues. Ain't no backtracking. Oh shit. That nigga Gucci said, I got y'all shit. I'll even put out a song. Yo, I would have lost money on a bet like this. I would have lost $1 million. Are you kidding me? A song.
To play like Suge Knight did with Drake, but I ain't Eazy-E, nigga, and this ain't back in the day. The 1017, the label I built.
Didn't they say that Eazy-E got pressed and hemmed up in a studio by Suge Knight behind some contractual, some business stuff? He said, I ain't Eazy-E. They treated you like that. You got treated crazy. It's actually sad. You know, I'm not laughing at the situation for anybody to have to go through that. He could have lost his life in there. I'm not laughing at that at all. They treated him like he was a sucker. They treated him like he was a nobody. They treated him like he wasn't a gangster or never did nothing. They treated him wild in that studio. Wow. Wow. They did try to treat you like how supposedly Eazy-E was done, but wow.
This shit from the ground, and I be damn if I let a nigga take my shit down. No. Pressure on my chest, but I still ain't pressed. Pen to the paper, but it's under duress. Wow. Read between the lines, I don't see.
Yo, I'm half shocked. Like, that's the omission of you guys forced me to sign the contract. Pen to the paper, but it's under. So we all been saying that. Like, what was Pooh Shiesty and his team thinking? Getting Gucci Mane to sign a contract with guns to him. That contract's not going to uphold. It's just wild to hear Gucci rapping about it. Rapping about it. This is 1000%. Yo, I don't want to hear nobody talk about, nah, Gucci's still this or Gucci. And it don't make me no fucking difference. I don't give two shits if the biggest gangster in the world becomes the person that takes a stand against the whole neighborhood, or if I don't give no fucks. I'm just saying it's wild to see people out there still holding on to this Gucci Mane legend. The legend of him being the streetest nigga ever. What? And at one point he probably was. Wow.
Settle for less. Step up to the plate, my nigga, life is a test. Man, they on that broke shit, and I'm a rich ass exec. The head nigga in charge, it's my name on the check. Niggas jealous of me, dawg, remind me of my ex. Another day, another dollar, on to the next. I done been betrayed, now my heart turned cold. I done been betrayed, now my heart turned cold. I done been betrayed, now my heart turned cold.
I ain't gonna lie, that part right there, it kind of gives me the 6ix9ine shit. I'm not trying to disrespect nobody. I'm not trying to be funny. It's 6ix9ine, his narrative of I was down with certain shit, or I'm down with the crew, or I'm loyal until y'all tried to get with my girl or y'all kidnapped me or whatever. So now I'm taking a stand and I'm pointing everybody out. The same thing with here. I got betrayed. Now my heart turned cold. The wild thing is none of that is supposed to matter in this real gangster street life. And that's why y'all codes is so wild and y'all got to follow them if that's what y'all claim. Look at the mafia. Look at John Gotti and Sammy the Bull, right? Sammy the Bull was played audio of John Gotti allegedly plotting on him. But Sammy the Bull by the mafia was still expected to uphold the omerta. Like, you still don't get up there and cooperate. You still don't do it. You still don't fold to these people. Whether we got our internal, whether we shoot and kill, that comes with the life. Even if we are trying to get you up out of here, you can claim that's unloyal. Well, you got to get it back in blood. You got to pick up your gun. You got to leave. You got to skip town, grab your family and leave. You don't deal with the authorities, you know. So the 6ix9ine thing, once again, it's very similar what he just rapped right there. I done got betrayed. Now my heart turned cold. Is the heart turning cold what he's trying to say, me now dealing with authorities? Yo, this is I like the moment I tell myself I'm not shocked, the more I hear this shit, there's pieces that's like, yo, I'm a little shocked. Oh shit.
My heart turned cold, my heart turned cold. I done been betrayed, now my heart turned cold. I done been betrayed, now my heart turned cold. Keep that fake love, I don't want it no more. My heart turned cold, my heart turned cold. CEO, 1017 for life, Big Gucci. This for all the crash dummies out there. I don't know what the fuck you thought. Still get money. This ain't that. 1017. Scoochie. Burr. Burr.
What you mean? What you mean? I don't know what the fuck you thought. What are you trying to say? Like, what you thought you was going to get away with this? That's actually what they were thinking. They were thinking this is Gucci Man. He's going to keep it in the street. He's going to get it back in blood. It's going to be that. Oh my God. Like, if I look at now, just real quick, I want to see some of these comments. Yo, the very first comment that's got 3.2 thousand likes said, this is the hardest witness statement out right now. I'm done. Oh shit. And last but not least, if people aren't done after hearing that song with this whole, oh no, it's the off-duty police officer, once again, more paperwork came out.
FBI agent testified under oath that Gucci gave statements to the Dallas PD about the Pooh Shiesty robbery, and I have it. The incident report would state responding officers met with Gucci, Brandon Putman, and Matthew Marzal, who stated they were robbed at gunpoint by 6 or 7 unknown suspects, all wearing black attire. But that isn't all. This is the actual statement, and it's been redacted under Texas law. So if you don't think they ain't said nothing, well, what the fuck you think all that is? Paperwork would also state they got Gucci for $3,600 in cash, a $250,000 watch, $250,000 earrings, a $50,000 wedding ring, and who the fuck you think told them that? Now pay attention, because all it showed us was they said 6 or 7 unknown suspects were the ones that robbed them. But the federal paperwork would show us BP, Brandon Putman, one of Gucci's day ones, identified not 1, not 2, but 4 suspects himself by Instagram handles and names. That same federal paperwork would state that RD, Roger Davis, aka Gucci, identified Pooh Shiesty and Big 30 by their Instagrams. And this is a throwback picture of BP and Gucci in the Sun Valley Apartments off Boulder Crest Road, Zone 6, East Atlanta. And somebody at the bottom said, not one rat or coward among us. So y'all said Gucci ain't snitch, his security snitch. His security was never even in the fucking room. They hit Gucci himself for over $500,000 fucking dollars. All together off Gucci's team, they got over $600,000 fucking dollars. They was not about to let that slide. The police said who? They said them. An FBI agent testified under oath that Gucci gave statements to the Dallas PD about the Pooh Shiesty robbery, and I have it. The incident report.
Listen. If you're gonna be on that side, if you're a civilian, if you're not into no street shit, if you're not a gangster, this is expected. This is totally fine. You know, there's nothing wrong with it at all. It's just killing everybody because our whole life watching Gucci Man, he was tagged with the reputation of one of the biggest gangsters in the rap industry. You know, one of the biggest street niggas in the rap industry. And people keep asking the question of like, well, does lifestyle take that card from you? Does it make you drop your flag because he's tucked away in some mansion, swimming around his pool and drinking champagne every day? Does that, y'all could answer that. To me, there's only 2 ways, like we broke down on a prior video that was dropped on the other channel. I said, if you're gonna drop your, it sounds ignorant as shit, but you have to announce it the same way them guys was doing in New York. You know, the whole drop your flag movement. You have to announce it or you have to exhibit it. That's the only way to let people know that you're no longer a street nigga. You're not a gangster. You dropped your flag. You're not running with the gang no more. Those two ways. Sounds ignorant, but it's true. Historically, it's true. So, wow. This trial is not going to be explosive. The Little Dirk trial, yeah. This trial right here, it's not. Why? We're going to hear everything before we even get to the trial. Gucci Mane just dropped a diss song talking about what happened, talking about I signed under duress. He's going to take the stand and we're not going to be shocked. We're not going to be shocked. The other guys that were there that got robbed as well, they're going to take the stand. We're not going to be shocked. What it's going to come down to is them having none of that evidence, my word versus yours, and how the jury deliberates. That's what it's going to come down to. And this ain't going to be the end of it, too. He's going to get an avalanche of rappers and other people from Pooh Shiesty's side that's going to react to this song. And we're probably going to be talking about that in this upcoming week as well. Wow. I'll drop a comment if y'all are surprised, or y'all drop a comment if y'all just be like, what else is new?
Don't confuse silence with work ethic. I'm a boss making decisions, my first fetish. The verse cherished is perfect, that's a reverse blemish. I dropped it, connected the block, learn Tetris.
One of the toughest characters ever to bulldog his way
Welcome to the house of
Red breed.
and shout out to them.
Without my, he still got a gun.